Disclaimer, this podcast discusses mental health. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you're struggling with your mental health, please remember it's okay to ask for help and seek the appropriate help through a qualified healthcare professional.
Welcome back to the podcast where we ask the question, what makes you happy? My name is Jay Pearson, and our guest today is a family man, a financial advisor, and they help families not worry about money so that they can focus on enjoying their life more every single day. Joe Okaly from Cedar Knolls, New Jersey, United States. What is up? How are you?
How's it going, Jake? Thanks so much for having me on here today. I know we're halfway across the world here. You're waking up early to do this, and I love it. So thank you for being here with me today, too.
All right. Thank you for giving me your time. I know it's the afternoon for you, but I love waking up early. This fires me up and it sets me up for a wonderful day. So thank you for giving up your time. I know you sound like you're pretty busy. You've just come from vacation and you're trying to cram 2 weeks of work into 1 week. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, but Disney World with the family is worth it. You come back just completely exhausted. Your kids are tired. They're screaming and everybody hurts, but it's a fun time. And so more than happy to play catch up here this week.
Oh, beautiful. Cool. Well, tell me, Joe, what makes you happy?
The biggest thing that I just love doing in my life is connecting with other people out there. The world is huge. I mean, I'm talking to you in Australia. I'm over here in New Jersey. The world that we live in is just awesome. So connecting with other people, I get to share with them what I love, what I know. So I know about money. I know about finances. I know about having a healthy money mindset so that you're not bogged down by just, I have to make more money. You go out there and you focus on enjoying life, with money just being the tool that helps support you do that. And when I meet different people, I get to hear different backgrounds, different stories. It's just so energizing. I mean, like 5 years ago, I didn't meditate at all. The more we connect with people out there, we learn more, and then we can in turn share more with other people out there. And that just gets me so excited, and connecting with people just makes me more happy than anything else out there.
Are you one of the types of people that just can strike a conversation with anyone, literally anywhere?
I'm the exact opposite of that. This is such a learned trait for me, but over time you learn how to kind of push yourself out there. And if you have the right mentors and influential figures around you that are pushing you to learn and pushing you to interact with other people, it just makes a huge difference. So it's not something that comes natural to me, but the great part about that is it means that it doesn't come naturally to somebody else out there listening. You can do it. You can take these small steps, and one day you too may be talking with Jake halfway across the world. So yeah, it's just something that's awesome that anybody out there can work towards.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this, be a guest. We're more than happy to have you come share what makes you happy, just like Joe has for us as well. Now, Joe, let's say the listeners right now, they run into you on the street. Now, I know you're not really that kind of person that would love to strike up a conversation, but let's say that conversation gets going and they're telling you that they're struggling to find happiness in their lives, whether it's because they're struggling with money or they're just struggling with something else. What would your advice be to them then and there?
So when it comes to money is something I would just try to really help people not feel guilty about, because we live in this world where you really get no education in school about it. They get thrown out onto the street and they're like, hey, figure it out. So if you feel like you don't know a lot about money, you're not alone. And there are a lot of people out there to help you if you want it. So, I work with middle-class families. I don't work with, ultra high net worth people. There are professionals out there that can help you. You don't have to get bogged down with all the different details. You don't have to feel badly about yourself that you're not an expert. How could you be an expert if nobody taught you? You have to learn from somebody. So when it comes to money, don't get tied down in that, and then just treat money as a tool. So if you're working 60 hours a week and you're making all this money, but you're not happy, money doesn't buy happiness. That's a saying for a reason. So just really try to disconnect money from happiness. Money's just a tool to help us get there. And then outside of the money part of it, the biggest, most influential thing in my life, like I said, was connecting with other people. Find one thing that you like doing and join a group. Find one thing that you like doing and just, reach out to somebody, whether it's on social media or in person. Connect with other people out there. We're social creatures. If COVID taught us anything, it's that we need human interaction. We need other people in our lives to connect with and grow with. So, from a happiness standpoint, we're all happy when we're talking to somebody that we like, somebody showing interest in us, somebody that we can help ourselves. You help somebody else out, you feel fantastic. So, get out there, connect with, anybody out there, and you're going to feel better.
Joe, two brilliant brilliant pieces of advice there. Thank you so much for sharing that, and we really appreciate you sharing all things that make you happy as well. This has been a fantastic podcast episode.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. We hope it gives you something to think about on your quest to discover what makes you happy. Make sure to check out whatmakesyouhappypodcast.com to connect with today's guest and follow us on all our social media platforms and to stay up to date at what's happening next and what makes you happy. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend, and we'll see you next time.